Welcome to my guide on how to be the best you can be at the Crysis 2 multiplayer. Good game, by the way. If you haven't got it and you're watching the video, I really suggest you get it. Alright, now keep in mind that my style of gameplay might not work for you, so hopefully you do take something away from this video. And if I do stutter a little bit, I apologise. I'm just trying to knock this video out of the ballpark, so hope you enjoy. The first thing I noticed when playing Crysis 2 multiplayer is that it wasn't as fast paced as games like Killzone 3 and Black Ops and like even Gears of War. So I really struggled when I first played this game to get, you know, the most valuable player on the game, which is the MVP. But now I can happily say, everybody, that I get MVP a lot more than I usually do. So I'm obviously doing something correct. Okay, basically like in any first-person shooter game, you know, you need to decide what gun you're going to use. You know, some people react better to the assault rifles than they do to submachine guns and vice versa, you know, so don't be afraid to experiment with different weapons. Just remember, because you're getting some kills with an assault rifle, for example, that doesn't mean that that gun is best suited for you. Like, you could think that, yeah, okay, 10 and 8 is a good score, but then you could switch over to a another gun, and you could be getting 15 and 8 instead. So, you know, make sure you really try it all out. It doesn't matter about your KD for the first few matches, okay? So test it all out. Personally, I'm a fan of the shotguns in most games, but in Crysis 2, I found them to be quite underpowered. Like, you'd have to buck off like 5-6 rounds before you kill someone at close range, and that doesn't cut it. So at the moment, I'm using the first heavy gun you get, which is the MMO4, I think, or something like that, and I'm using it with just a normal ACOG scope. It is a heavy gun, like it's very slow to run around with, and it fires very slow as well. But it's good because it holds 125 bullets with the extended mag, so you can actually get double and triple kills. Yet if you have just a normal gun with 40 bullets, you know, it'll take that 40 bullets to kill somebody sometimes if they have their armor on. So that's why I carry a gun with 125 bullets in it, because I can actually get triple kills. And it also might take you a while to choose what gun you want to use. Like, I think I was level 15 when I originally found this gun that I'm using now, and I started really liking it. So make sure you don't give up, and, you know, just try it out until you find one gun, because there's always that one gun for you. Okay, after finding the right gun for you, it's time to customize your suit, which is like the stealth, the armor, and the power mods. It might take a while to unlock some of the better ones, but the most handy ones are the original 4 that you unlock. So I still use 2 out of 3 of the original 4. So yeah, so don't be too worried about unlocking the latest ones. If you're having trouble deciding what perks you want to use, just think about your previous multiplayer games you've played, like Black Ops, and just think about what kind of style you play. So basically there's 3 or 4 different playing types. There's the camper, who probably moves the least in the game. You know, the camper, just sits with the sniper rifle. And you'd use perks like looking down the scope is more accurate, and maybe like automatically collecting the dog tags. And, you know, there's also the medium pace player as well, which can probably use the widest range of perks. You know, they can use anything from defense to attacked perks, and, you know, they're probably the best type of players. But you know, it really depends on what your style is. So I'd probably use, if I was a, you know, running around kind of type of medium paced player, then I'd probably use armor enhance, or you know, enhance accuracy shooting from the hip, which is really handy as well. But then there's actually the style that I use, which is the fast-paced runner, which is probably the hardest to use in Crysis 2 because of the energy restrictions. Like, running around, you run out of energy in like 10 seconds, and it's very frustrating. But thank God, you know, there's some perks to really help you out. Personally, I use armor enhance and the longer sprinting perks as well, which I'll tell you about later. But make sure you try them all out, because some might be better suited for you than others, so really try them all out. Okay, now that you have your character set up, it's time to get into some tactics using, you know, your energy. And basically that's what Crysis 2 is known for. So you should really be using your stealth, armor, and power equally. Like, I'm level, you know, 10 armor, 9 power, and I think 12 stealth. So they should that's pretty even, you know, compared to a lot of people. So you should really use them quite equally, you know, to be the best. So yeah, stealth is probably the skill I use the most. And I don't really use it to sneak up on other players unless I really feel like it. I feel like being that jerk who stealths everywhere. But I'm mainly using it for getting around the map fast and safe, you know. And I do use it for the occasional stealth kill as well. But you know, it's really good to just, like, if you want to get to the other side of the map or to a red dot really quick, chuck the stealth on, run across the map and get to him. But you know, you really got to make sure that you have enough energy to quickly change into armor mode and use that for a good, you know, 10-second head-on fight if you get into one. Now, even though I do use the stealth skill a little more than I'd use the armor, I'd say that the armor is the most important skill. Not only does it make it like a fair fight against other players with armor, but it gives you an advantage over the stealthing player if you do see them first. So along with the armor in hand skills, you should be well armored for about a minute. So you know that can save your life quite often. If you start to run out of energy, don't be afraid to wait 8 seconds behind some cover for it to regain. Like, I'll be running with my stealth on, run out of energy, duck behind some cover, and just wait for it to reboot and then do it again. So you really have to get used to using both of them. You know, I see people with, you know, level 1 stealth and level 8 armor, and you know, although they might be doing really good at that, but stealth and armor, they both have their points, otherwise they wouldn't be in the game if they weren't useful, so use them both. Right, now something that really frustrated me in the beginning was the meleeing. Now you actually have to hit someone 2 or 3 times depending on if they have armor or not, which is good, you know, that's what good you know, multiplayer games should be made out of. But what I've learned is that if you're behind someone and you have the chance to shoot them before they see you, do so, and don't try and melee them, because if you melee them, they have armor on, turn around, shoot you once in the head, you know, it's all over. But if you start shooting at them first before you melee them, then do so, really try to. But if you get into a melee battle for whatever reason, then shooting can take too long, like meleeing then shooting can take too long, because the melee and then into shooting, you know, like I just said, I don't know why I said that again, it takes too long, that's the point. So just keep meleeing, you know, 3 times melee doesn't take very long. That's all I have written down here, but you know, I could keep going on and on. Also, I'm just going to quickly say that using a sniper rifle is pretty useless, and I've seen a few people use sniper rifles and camping in towers and that, but you know, any gun apart from the shotgun, they can all shoot across the map. You can all get a one-shot kill with a gun across the map. Even a pistol, you can get a one-shot kill across the map. So, for you snipers out there, I'd really suggest that you don't use a sniper rifle and you just use a normal gun. And that way you can even camp if you want to still, but at least you have some proper defense and you don't piss everyone off with your snipers. Alright, also to let you know that I do have a raging video up because I've recorded a lot of gameplay with me raging, so I'll probably chuck that on in the next few days if I get some more good rages, so keep an eye out for that and enjoy. I hope you guys learned something. If you guys have any more points, put them in the comment box below for everyone else to read, and yeah, don't be a stranger. That was lame.